And lastly, let's talk about Dai Murase's Drippy Dance.
前は長引いて朝を遠ざける昨日の課題は何一つ解けない自分以外の誰かのガードに頼っていつまでも甘えん坊じゃいけないな過去や未来にとらわれたくはない今の体に問いかける無茶がたたったお前だけど1秒さえ無駄にはできないだろう
This is something that I was not expecting coming from Dai. He's usually the quiet guy, is more laid back and more show not tell type of character. But actually, Drippy Dance is quite the straightforward song. I was not expecting that. I see that we have a concept in this episode. It's about straightforwardness. But yeah, Dai Murase is quite straightforward in Drippy Dance. This is a song that starts off with a dial tone on the phone and quickly turns into something quite interesting from a pop rock approach. The sound is gritty and dirty at all times. It is quite intense when the guitars come in and the beat is quite interesting in here. I like how down-tempo the song is, but still it packs quite the punch, even being as laid back as it is. And the guitar work is really fun. And when the chorus kicks in, that's when you get kind of an imagery that matches in some way what you get in the promotional video, which is the pouring rain. But in this case, how can you create the pouring rain without having the sound of rain in a song? You make everything come down on you in the instrumental in a specific part. It's washing down on you, and it's so intense that you can't help but to notice that it feels like it is raining on you. So this instrumental, in some way, the instrumental of Drippy Dance gives off those vibes, especially in the chorus. I like as well, especially in the chorus, Yuichiro Umehara's vocals in there are really, really good, to a point in which I was with my jaw dropping on, because he brings falsetto into the mix. I was not expecting falsetto to make an appearance in this song, especially because it doesn't sound like a type of song that would warrant falsetto, but it's actually quite the emotional song, so of course the falsetto makes sense in there. And the way that the song resolves that part in the chorus to a climax and that note comes in is so pleasing to listen to. So that's another thing that goes to show that you need to listen to this song, actually pay close attention to this song, because I remember in 2015, and I said this a couple of times, and I was quite vocal about how I didn't enjoy Yuichiro Umehara singing because it felt flat, it lacked emotion, and his voice was cracking left and right, so he didn't have any control whatsoever when he started, and he was easily the weakest member in Solids. That goes without saying. But as time passed, he started to improve as a singer, and this is something that I find really interesting. It's the parallels between Dai and Umecha. Is that both started to grow, and as time passed, both ended up growing a lot. And the Dai that you had back then is not the same Dai that we have right now. It's more mature, is more straightforward, and as well, the Umecha that we had when he joined Solids and now how he is as a singer are two completely different things. He didn't have any control and now has a lot of control. He lacked emotional range, he now has emotional range. He didn't know how to even control his normal baritone vocals. Now he not only controls his baritone vocals, but he also can play around with falsetto and go for legato notes, which is not easy for someone like him, especially a baritone, and especially one that had to train himself to be a good singer. So he has grown a whole lot. He shows a lot of improvement and shows a lot of dedication to be the best as a performer. So this is something that I want to commend and applaud, because Yuichiro Umehara really grew with Dai. It is one of those cases in which the character and the voice actor grew at almost the same pacing, and it is really satisfying to seeing and hearing him to actually show that growth in music format. And in this case, Drippy Dance is not only a really fun pop rock tune, but it's also a song with an alluring undertone, which is something that I enjoy, and that is something that comes naturally now from Yuichiro Umehara's voice, which is not something that I would say back in 2015, but right now I can say, and with a lot of confidence. And at the same time, it is good to find him with so much control over his vocals, because he has a really good voice. He has a really powerful baritone voice. He just didn't know how to use it perfectly well for singing, and right now he does know how to do that. I believe in a way a big reason why now he's a really good singer is because of Servanity. It's really good to have someone beside you that is willing to grow with you and help you grow, and in this case I feel that Yoshiki Nakajima has ended up helping Yuichiro Umehara become the good singer that he is. But he was, prior to joining Servanity, he was already sounding really well. If you go to Solid Z's Timeless, that CD is amazing. And the bit before, even in Adonis and Otono Loop, he was sounding amazing. So this is not something that happened in a blink of an eye, but it is hard work, consistency and hard work from Yuichiro Umehara to sound this good right now. Dai's Drippy Dance is one of my recommendations in here. An amazing song, you should listen to it and enjoy that pouring rain, in this case the pouring music on you, because it's really, really good. And that's all for this monthly choice section, so let's go to your picks.